Good evening. This is Josh Hunter. I'm here on the planet here on the planet Earth. I have to say Earth because that's just you gotta think a couple of anyway. So there's this thing I've been working on. I'm just kind of I've had a lot of ideas in my life, just various things. Countless projects and stuff, and But there's this thing I'm working on. I'm trying to see if it's like neat, and a lot of. I think there might be too many different belief systems, and at some point the stresses of modern world and convenience and the speed of action, the speed of productivity, and the people are moving so fast that they are building structures that are not designed to withstand a great amount of pressure. And I feel, not just feel, but my understanding as of this, taping or whatever, indicates that a lot of these, religious, political, and social structures will collapse just because people are they're not realizing the amount of weight. Now, you might say, what do I mean when I say weight? I mean there's a cost to everything, but there's also things weigh. Like I said, I'm figuring this out. I was going to wait, but I was going to wait, but I think it's important to at least get my thinking process. Like I said, I'm mostly just trying to. I need to know what. Since I don't really talk to people who like me, I don't have any idea what I seem like. So I'm using my YouTube as a sounding board to myself, so that I can understand. So anyway. I believe that eventually people are going to realize they might be doing too much and they're going to want to do less, but I'm trying to build something that will catch a certain type of person, if that makes sense. So I came up with this idea, and I got this from, I did a lot of contemplating and a lot of, thinking about various spiritual topics, and at the conclusion of it, I felt, if there's just one God, he must be the loneliest fucking, person or being. There's just to realize that there is nothing else but you and nothing else, and there's no distinction. To realize that there is just a solitary existing consciousness, which you are. And so from that point, I said, well, then there must be at least two gods. But then I thought two gods would eventually, they would end up just becoming each other, if I'm not mistaken. There's a lot of guessing, but the mirroring aspects that comes about when two individualized beings associate, heavily. So then I thought, well, then there must be at least three gods, three, the Trinity or whatever. And from that point, I thought, you know what? I've been at this for 20 fucking years, and it has not even provided me a bed, a pillow, a TV, or basic things that even dogs get. So, I'm going to try something else. Okay, these spiritual studies are not necessarily for me. I'm not, it's not practical, at least now it isn't. So I came up with my own idea, which I think in the future will be of reasonable value. Or I call it the the kickback equilibrium. And basically it's the idea, it's like if you could turn partying into a religion or a belief system, because by my count, people don't really know how to party. They go to parties, they get too drunk, and sometimes the parties all seem the same, and people get wild. Because people are just getting very loud, and they don't seem to understand what it means to go to a party. So there's a certain class that you should etiquette that should be involved when attending any party. So that's why I call it a kickback, because if I'm not mistaken, a kickback is more chill, like. And also, another reason why I came up with this is because I have had a severe deficit of kickbacks. Like, I need to have gone to many more kickbacks than I have. Parties, I don't know so much, but I definitely should have gone to more kickbacks. But, you know, I haven't taken a shower in 2 years. I got body lice all over me, and apparently I'm not a very fun person. That's all right. So I'm trying to... so anyway, it's called the Kickback Equilibrium. And the whole idea is that you're always maintaining... Well, the main, the slogan is called to contrive to never have to do anything, which seems lazy. But that's why I use the word equilibrium, which I'm pretty sure I don't know exactly what it means, but it sounds cool. And the idea is that everything that you're doing is just so that things can be like chill. Like, you're not like wanting too much or too little or whatever. It's just everything that you're doing is to make sure that you can have like an awesome kickback. I'm not sure if you've ever had like an awesome kickback, like that's better than a party. It's like something very special. And if you can't have like awesome kickbacks, then things, I don't know, they're just not as neat. You know, I used to have parties and they were pretty neat. But the kickback is like, you know, chill. So anyway, the idea is that you're always, it's supposed to be, you keep there's a certain sobriety to it. Like, you're not, first of all, my personality and my behavior does not necessarily represent the kickback equilibrium. I consider myself a kind of like tense person, and I don't, the idea of someone thinking, oh boy, you know, if I want to like relax and enjoy my life, I should be spending time with Josh Hunter. I understand, because sometimes, like, it's cool sometimes. Like when you first like hang out with me, it's like, hey, this guy's kind of neat, and then somewhere down the line, it just like we take a very severe turn, and it's like, you know what? I think I'm gonna stick with Cheerios. You know, enough of this Captain Crunch cutting the roof of my mouth. You know. Like I said, I haven't fully developed the idea. I got like certain things, you know. I don't want it to be something that can be sold. I don't want people like, because no one's listening to me anyway. I mean, they might be, but I think we have forgotten like how valuable parties are. And I think people are going to parties. I haven't been to a party in years, but based on the echoes of parties, it seems like people have forgotten how to party. Like fucking like gunshots and people like dying at parties. You forgot something. So I'm gonna be working on this, and when I get like a fully established idea structure, I'll explain it to the best of my ability, and hopefully it'll be something that you can use, so you can be like cool like me. Because like I'm not going to. You can be. Wait a minute. I know who I am. I know what I'm doing. All right. Sorry. I try to make sure that I'm maintaining my personal integrity. So I want to make sure that I'm being myself. I mean, even like sometimes I'll slip into accents and, you know, different. You may have noticed I do sometimes sound like I'm not from Southern California. I have a talk radio accent sometimes, and but that just means I'm in a good mood. Like some people, like when they get like excited or whatever, they blush, you know. And me, my moods are kind of indicated by my accents, which just come up, and it's subtle. You might, all right. So you might, well, what do you normally sound like? Well, I don't know, because I fucking watch a lot of television. So who knows? I may not even. I mean, I may be, you know, I may just be 50% midi-chlorian for all I know. Anyway, I think this is a really neat idea, and once these political, religious, and various social belief systems collapse, people will be. I'm not saying that the kickback equilibrium will catch all of them, because you gotta get there, you know. Because I was thinking ideas like, because a lot of these places they want like churches or temples, and I was thinking it could just be like a parking lot, because like when I think about like the most chill times, it was always like just hanging out in a parking lot. Like it's just a bunch of people. Like you're not taking things too seriously. So like every kickback church or whatever. Well, no, you wouldn't call it a church because it's not like worship. It's like cool. It's like, hey, let's not take things too seriously. So it would just be like a parking lot, but like a cool parking lot. Like I'm working on it. This might make me look kind of lame. That's okay, because I wonder what. Like when was I the coolest? That's what I want to know. Like when was I like the coolest? The coolest I've ever been. I'm trying to wonder. I'm trying to think. I don't know if I've ever been like a cool guy. Like I don't know if I've ever been like the moment I start thinking I'm cool, like I get like a boner or something, and then suddenly like I'm not like a cool. All right, well not that. I mean I haven't gotten a boner in like 87 years, so oh man, I feel like I just like crossed the 8th wall or something. Now my heart's hurting a little bit. Oh boy. I think this is alright though. I think I'm doing what I'm supposed to. Oh, hang on. Let me. Does this make me a snake? I'm wondering. What does that mean? There's this tree. There's this tree in Santa Monica that I look at sometimes, and it looks like a writhing, like half woman, half snake. But it looks like a woman turning into a snake. And I've always wondered what that term means when someone like calls someone a snake. Like, what is that referring to? Like, is that like it just means like they're slippery or whatever? Then there's that statement: if it were a snake, it would have bit you. And I'm wondering what that means too. And maybe I am being conceited. Like I can't tell, because usually there's someone to say like, "Hey, dude, you're being like kind of a douche," but you have to like at least be like kind of acknowledged. But maybe people are acknowledging. Maybe I just like to complain. I don't know. But this is I got really nervous just now, and like I said, I wasn't going to record this, but I got really nervous, and so I did something about it. I did my duty. They drew first blood, Captain. They drew first blood. Alright. So, thank you for watching this, although I don't know if I should thank you. If you feel it is the correct thing to do, try to locate someone who... Actually, we'll do both. Do something that's like really good and awesome and real for me, and also, if you feel it in your heart to do so, do something that's really awesome and good and neat and true for someone who likes me, who likes me. Because and I don't mean like romantically. I mean, I guess that's still like a theory. But someone who's like, hey, Josh Hunter, right? Maybe. That's. Anyway, so yeah, and do something for both of us, many. I don't. Whoever you are able to definitely determine has sincere affinity for me, Josh Hunter, Joshua Aaron Hunter. My middle name is Aaron. Then go ahead and do it. And I'll be appreciative, and have a good time. Enjoy your life. Thank you.